Okay, so I've got a thing to do today, so I will animate something quickly and go. There we go.
I am playing Among Us, and I am the intruder. And I'm sorry.
So this will be rather quickly animated, I think. So I forgot how to animate birds. I don't want to reuse animation I've done earlier. And I think for this animation I will use the keyframe editor in order to make a nice loop.
Keep it to yourself. Please, darling, do me a favor. Keep our business to yourself. You know I don't want you to tell nobody. Don't mention it to no one else. Don't tell your mother. Don't tell your father. Don't tell your sister. And don't mention it to your brother, please, darling. You just keep it all to yourself. I don't want you to tell nobody. And don't mention it to no one else.
And let's create quickly a loop, so not a loop but an extended sword animation. We'll just take his pelvis and move it on slightly.
Please, darling, keep it to yourself. Please, baby, just keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody. Don't mention it to no one else. You have a husband and I have a wife. But if you start to talk, that's going to mess up our life, please.
How the fuck are these called? Fingers? Paws? Who the fuck knows? English is too hard for me, dude. The claws is what they are called. This is second grade English, you motherfucker. Okay, this looks presentable, I think. Okay, now let's not make the beginning so sudden and smooth it out. Also, if you ever run into this problem where an animation stops playing, go here and extend this for the model that you want to animate. Now it will play normally. And let's animate him blinking because we are professionals around here. Also, my voice is totally fucked because I was screaming a lot last night. My apologies for sounding like a crack addict. Okay, so Archimedes looks about as good as he can look, with me being a fucking lazy ass. Now that's done.
Balls. 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 Balls.
So, in this shot, medic will say, without me, and then the camera will fly up, reveal Archimedes flying, he will like fly along with the camera, and then he will disappear in the distance. And now this is quite close to his mouth, so let's do it very precisely. And now let's accompany this with subtle hand motion. And as you may noticed, my mouse sensitivity is now a lot slower to make it a bit more precise. And since we won't be seeing too much of his body when the bird is flying, let's not make it too perfect. I mean, it's not like my animation is perfect, but this definitely isn't up there. Now, let's import the animation I've made. And now let's not use the motion editor camera, and let's use the actual camera for the cameras.
Without me. Thank you.
So now let's get our soldier boy with the shotgun and make him run. Let's import the sequence of him running around with it. There's no need to make another one. And now we can disable this. It's not necessary for stock animations. And now it's beginning to shape up. I want to make him like a sluggish run-up, because, well, he's quite heavy, I suppose. He's carrying a lot of weight.
I headed for the gym to the side cowball. Just really jumping, the cast is going wild. The music really scream out there. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready to rock and roll.
A bit too fast, I think. He's fucking gone, dude. Okay, now he's here. He's ready to mingle. I'm single and ready to mingle, maggots. So this is the finished animation. Export animation. TF2, and those are my stock animations. Oh no, dude. It's not going as planned. Let's do it manually. Let's not be fucking lazy. And let's maybe make him duck in the grass. And now the higher elevation. Okay, so now I'm not adding finishing touches, we are a long way from that, but at least let's make it presentable. This is actually an incredibly complex shot, even for my standards. However, I think that my most complex shot is the one in To Defeat the Master, where Demo Man dies and his pipe bombs fly everywhere. Even Winglet commented upon that scene when he saw it for the first time that I frequently make scenes where objects roll on the ground, so let's see if I can make something like this in this particular scene. You know, I always wanted to get to the point where people begin noticing my style. Back in the day I was just in another El Toro ripoff guy. And now I make silly videos with a magnificent turn of events. Oh fuck, I just realized I didn't put a hat on Spy and didn't put a hat on Medic. Time to fix it. This will be a nightmare to light up properly.
That's when I heard that highway sound. Cadillac sitting like a ton of lead, 110, half a mile ahead. Cadillac looked like sitting still, and I caught Maybelline at the top of the hill. Maybelline, I can't you be true? Oh, Maybelline, can't you be true? You done started back doing the things you used to do.
And for this scene I need to create a far bigger rain particle, as I wanted to follow the camera and not just place 20 of them. So now this is locked. Let's put this here. And yeah, now it stops because the camera is moving too fast. So we need to increase the area of position where the rain appears. I think that decreasing the length will allow us to put more particles. Let's animate the grass. I mean, it's hard to even call it animation, it's just wiggling my finger. Okay, and other grass. And now, as I'm not able to properly light those, I will simply put smoke there to sort of cover up the mistake on the part of the map maker.
And my
let's animate water hitting the ground.
I knew all the time, darling, you was out with your other man.
And now let's make Spy exhale the cigarette smoke. You know the Michael Bay rule, the more is happening the better. I plan also to make Archimedes throw around droplets. I plan to animate like puddles, so when the soldier steps on the ground there will be water splashing in directions. So that's about what I plan to do. But for now I think that this is about as good as it can be.
Big mommy milkers, big mommy.
Okay, now we are in SFM and let me tell you what I've been doing in my spare time. I animated this scout animation where he's just shooting around because I don't want to just pointlessly animate background motion from scratch every time. So I've made some animations that can sort of serve as something that will just play in the background and something like that. It's not perfect, but neither am I. Now we'll animate a soldier. And also, finally make some particles. And this is fine. This thing is supposed to run. Okay, that's actually not so bad. And also, now let's actually pause the camera in the scene, so I have a better time animating and you have a better time watching it. Fantastic. So now, let's make him stop running. Now let's make him walk up a bit. Okay, we have to call this thing I do. I don't want to call it puppeteering, because it doesn't have a ring to it. I always think to myself, to remember something, you need to have an emotional connection to it. So let's call it the ultra hyper duper HoovyTube puppeteering method. I made it up on the spot, but it's so brilliant. And now let's zoom out the camera in order to animate the rockets. Okay, from what I remember, this rocket usually doesn't actually fit the rocket launcher. So what I plan to do is to make it, I think it was 45 default, and it should be now. You should not be able to fit this. And now let's put in a rocket smoke trail, because why am I putting a rocket trail? Because I want to see the way the projection, the trail or whatever looks. And now let's do what every lazy SFM animator does, who just created something incompetent, and add the smooth slider, because it's a lifesaver. I mean, actually, the smooth slider usually makes my videos kinda junky and sometimes unappealing, and people do notice it, especially in big SFM discords where people like to suck their cocks. But I think this is fine for what I'm doing here. I mean, most people actually don't compliment my animation. They just say that my cinematography is good, my lighting is good, and that's what I'm going for, I think. And now let's spice it all up with the ultra... I forgot the name I made up. With the ultra... fucking... HoovyTube puppeteering method. And also, I have got an animation of Scout running around. Yeah, it's this one. I made this one off camera back in a while ago, and this is actually my custom run animation that is in SFM. And you know what? I think I will find a better way to reveal this. This camera motion is doomed to fail. And let's get this running up animation. So he's coming from the spawn actually. And maybe let's make a scene with a bit of suspense. So maybe they are waiting in the rain for the team to show up. Okay, I've got an idea for a pyro animation.
I just love sharing a cozy hot cup of Lapsang Souchong tea.
Let's add a stock running animation. And no, let's make him walk. Import animation. Arms, fingers, no. Animation. Pyro. To walk. Which I made. Yeah. And now we'll make him reload this flare gun, adjust this, can this flare open up? Yeah, it can. Now let's get this. And now let's remove all the keyframes because there's too fucking many of them. Now let's add a rig that actually makes it bearable to work on. And now let's make him walk up. And maybe let's also add the root transform animation already. There's a fruit fly bothering me. Fuck, this fly is making me realize that a human being is a finite being in an infinite world of suffering. Fuck you off, dude. Leave me alone. HoovyTube fruit fly moment. Fuck fruit flies. All of our boys hate fruit flies. Okay. Okay, this is the quiz for the viewer. What will HoovyTube do now as he has barely finished an animation, he will use the fucking puppet animation. His great invention. Like, what has Albert Einstein done? He's just made our lives harder. I'm making your lives easier by showing you this process of animation. This is too fast. This is too fast. And this is too perfect. Fuck. Like this. Bam. And now let's make some thingy here. The hammer, the cock. Who called it the cock? Some pervy bastard. I know this isn't realistic, but who cares? I can put a CSGO sound effect in here. I can make like the fucking close-up of this, and the scene is nice. It puzzles me that SFM is able to like process quite fast, like 1000 particles going around, and it isn't able to process a bunch of fingers moving. It's fucking puzzling, and it happens in like 70% of the models. This software is a fucking demon from hell, designed to make my life very pleasant, because I like spending time in this program. For the scene that I'm currently making, what would be the benefit of actually me animating this from scratch? Not only I would lose the motivation faster, so the animation would look pretty cranky. This fucking fruit fly, dude! Fuck that shit. Okay, so putting aside my rant about fruit flies and why a genocide of fruit flies would be morally good, this process of sort of making my animation process a lot faster is one that brings me a lot of satisfaction, and even if some of my videos may be harmed slightly by it, I do not care, because at the end of the day, even if I couldn't release those videos on YouTube and I was on a lonely island, I would probably, aside from fucking jerking off, I would use SFM, because I don't want to lose the pleasure of this process. And if I burn out and just animate those large expansive shots for no reason, I would probably go insane. If the 9 old men from Disney saw me doing this, they would probably beat me up. Perhaps me from 5 years ago would be so impressed by this that he would be like, dude, I'm gonna be so great in 5 years, and then he would stop trying because he just wouldn't comprehend it. And now let's make him do the coolest animation that's possible to do in SFM. I absolutely love doing it, and I've done it so many times on so many different games. This animation consists of someone taking out a smoking shell from a gun. But I think I will need to use actual keyframes and not this bullshit HoovyTube puppeteering mumbo jumbo. Yes! Bullshit HoovyTube puppeteering mumbo jumbo. I will get demonetized every time I say it, but who the fuck cares, bro? And where was I? And taking out a smoking shell from a gun. Looks terrible, as usual. Thanks, HoovyTube. With great strength. No, this goes here. Even let's break his fingers to make it more impactful. And now, HoovyTube Mumbo Jumbo. This is the actual name. I probably coined something HoovyTube Mumbo Jumbo that many people may use. And now they are like trying to distance themselves from, oh, I'm not gonna use that fucking shit. This fucking animator is like a fucking piece of human garbage, motherfucker. But this is how I'm going to call it from now on. And there's nothing you can do about it. Bitch. Okay, now he's going to take out a shell from the flare gun. No, wait, he already shot out a flare, I'm a fucking idiot. He's now supposed to reach into his jacket. No, well, let's give him a bunch of flares here. Let's get this like this. Okay. I just reminded myself of one animation I've done in one of my old sexy projects. Not sexy, although it was far from sexy, but my sexy project. And I've made Pyro reload his flare, and that was like 3 years ago. And I just realized how fucking easy it is. And then I was like struggling with it immensely. Flare Tube. Flare Tube, my new YouTube channel, where I will just animate Pyro shooting a flare. What a fucking brilliant joke, man. I'm a genius. Bill Hicks, fucking Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, you guys are done. Okay, this is done. I'm incredibly proud of this. If it crashes, okay, Jesus Christ.
I just love sharing a cozy hot cup of lapsang souchong.
And maybe let's put him here, because this animation looks actually very competent. Even if he's just levitating. We are back in SFM and I have meanwhile posted the demo one in this position. So now I'm not animating a run-up animation, now I'm animating an idle animation because I just want to get perhaps today that shot rendered. Let's animate like 5 seconds of stillness. Because I'm Polish, and this is a Polish moment, let's make him dream a strong alcoholic beverage. Okay, so to finish off this video, I will just say that I didn't record the audio for this part, so all I was left with was footage of me just sitting around like on a funeral and animating slowly. So I will just speed this up and just say that I animated also Spy smoking a cigarette. I mean, I just imported the animation. I also added some custom lights, some more water animation, some more lights, and this scene is actually some of my best work. And so thanks for watching my videos, thanks for watching my channel, and hopefully I will improve upon my kind of workflow and make better videos in the future. This is all improvised, so this probably isn't the best, but hopefully you enjoy it. See you later. Wow, I'm a vapid caricature created by HoovyTube, and I'm pressing keys. Wow, I seem to be getting frustrated. I'm going to take my gun and unload it at this computer. This totally isn't a waste of computer. And now I make some motion.